Very good morning, guys. Warm welcome to the best lectures of FM, SM, and Audit nationwide. Yes, guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. Continuing the mega marathon revision series of CA Inter Audit in only English. Yes, guys, till now we have completed chapter number 1, that's nature, objective, scope. 2, strategy, planning, program. 3rd, identify risky areas. 4th, gather lots of evidence. Okay. Then we did 6, document everything nicely. Okay. Then we did 7th chapter, completion and review. Then finally, it's the time to give audit report. But while doing entire audit, okay, we have to follow one thing, that is ethics. Okay, ethical requirements are there, fundamental principle of professional ethics are there, ethics and terms of engagement. These days we are not only a chartered accountant, but we have to be very ethical. We are living at the highest standard of society. They say a person, if he is a CA, he is the perfect person. So we don't should have only not financial knowledge, but we should also follow ethical requirements, fundamental principle of professional ethics. We should be completely independent from the client. There are a lot of ethical requirements you will learn in CA final also, but here also little bit of that is there, but it's a very easy chapter. It's a very small chapter, so be rest assured. Let us start. We will not only make you understand, but also learn this entire chapter. It's a super easy chapter. Those of you who are asking from where is this revision done, it's done from this magic book. Okay, this is a 86-page book which covers almost entire syllabus in roughly 80 to 86 pages. So from this we'll do our revision. Be rest assured, it will be a 1-hour lecture. Okay, and everything will be covered in a super nice way. Let's start right away. If you want update of this channel, okay, update of all the lectures, we have Mrugesh Madlani Virtual. Okay, MRUGESH, Mrugesh Madlani Virtuals Telegram channel that you can join. So all the updates will keep on coming there. Okay, if you wish to purchase this book, it's www.mrugeshmadlani.com. Let's start. There are 2 approaches to ethics: principle approach and rule approach. One more time, principle approach and rule approach. Okay, ethics. What is principle approach? Here we'll follow fundamental principle of professional ethics. Those are what? Integrity, confidentiality, objectivity, professional competence and due care, professional behavior, which we'll study in the chapter. In short, we will follow the spirit of ethics. Okay, whatever is beneficial, not beneficial, we will not see. We will follow fundamental principle of ethics. Okay, anything against the ethics we will not do. Okay, so we'll follow the spirit of ethics here. Okay, while doing the audit, money and all will come secondary, client's interest will come secondary. We are at such a profession where the most important thing is we should be ethical, we should be independent, we should do all the things that is right, that is ethical. That is what is written. See here. Here we follow spirit of ethics, that is exercise professional judgment in every situation. We will follow fundamental principle of professional ethics, okay, which is given. Come to rule based. Here every firm will have their own rules. Okay, some rules will tell materiality should be this, some rules will say even if you don't document the things it is okay, some rule will say always do such thing which is beneficial to the client because client is your god. Okay, but here sometimes spirit of ethics can be compromised, but in above case it will never ever be compromised, because what is important is fundamental principle of ethics. So rules will keep on changing for every CA firm. Okay, it may be a little rigid approach also. Sometimes what you are doing is good for the client but not fundamentally good. That we will do where in rule based, but in principle based we will never ever do such a thing. One last time I am telling, what do you mean by principle based? Here we'll follow spirit of ethics, fundamental principle of ethics. Okay, but rule based, every firm will have their own rule. This rule might support ethics, might not support ethics. Okay, it may compromise ethics also sometimes. Okay, but every firm has their own rule. So it's a very narrow approach because it changes from firm to firm. But what is principle based approach? It's a perfect approach where what is most important is fundamental principle of ethics. The spirit of ethics is important. Here what is important? The rules of the firm are important. I hope it is clear. MCQ can come. Okay. Now, what we are doing is the head topic, SA 220, quality control for audit of financial statement. Whenever I do any audit of any engagement, Engagement is you are going to Reliance, okay, auditing TCS, auditing Wipro. I audit any company in the world. Quality audit I will do. Okay, I want good quality audit or bad. You tell me, good quality audit. How it will happen? When any firm follows system of quality control. Any firm means what? Let's take top four firms: ENY, KPMG, PwC, Deloitte. These are big four firms. If you don't know, I am an article of Ernst and Young. We want good quality audit or bad? Good quality. When will audit be of good quality? When firms follow system of quality control. Sir, when the firm will follow system? When they have standard policies and procedure in few area. Nicely listen. See, if you have standard policies, okay, every area, this policy, this policy, this policy, this policy, your system has to be good. Firm will follow good system of quality control. And if you follow good system of quality control, audit will be superb. One last time, SA 220 forms the system of quality control. Tell me last time, you want good quality audit or bad quality audit? Sir, we want good quality audit. When will the audit be of good quality? When you follow the system of quality control. Now tell me, system of quality control means what? Okay, standard policies and procedure. Now go little reverse. If we follow standard policies and procedure, we are bound to follow greatest system of quality control. And once system of quality control is followed, of course audit has to be damn good. Are you clear? So we want good quality audit, so we will follow system of quality control. When can ENY follow system? When they have standard policies, standard procedure. In how many areas? Six areas. Can we start? Yes sir, let's start. So quality control for audit of financial statement. Let's start right away. Okay, one, two, three. Very cute, very little, very small chapters. You'll love it. Okay. 11, ethics and terms of engagement, elements of system of quality control. Elements of system of quality control. So what is written here? Firm's system of quality control should include policies and procedure addressing this many elements. Okay. So firm will have policies and procedure for this many things. If they follow good policy and procedure, they will follow system of quality control. If their system of quality control is superb, good quality audit will be there. Simple. Read. How many points are there? 6. Leadership responsibility for quality within the firm. Number 1. Who is responsible for every audit engagement? You tell me. Leader. Okay. So number 1, leadership responsibility. Leader and his team will follow what? Ethical requirements. Will follow what? Ethical requirements. Okay. So 2 points done. Third, acceptance and continuance of client relationship and specific engagement. You tell me, will we accept any client? No, we will check a few things. But sir, we are getting money. Forget. Acceptance and continuance of client. Okay, continuance means next year shall I take his engagement or not? Okay, human resource, who we will recruit? Best people. Human resource, what they will do? Perform on the engagement and monitor. Last is monitoring entire system is perfect or not. It's super easy, super fun. Okay, one last time. Policies and procedure are in how many areas? 6 areas. First 3 can come separately. Leadership responsibility for quality within the firm. Leader is responsible. Leader and his team will follow what? Ethical requirement. Will we accept any client? No, we will check a few things. Acceptance and continuance of client. Acceptance and continuance of client. Then human resource. What they will do? Perform on engagement and we will monitor entire system. One last time. Leadership responsibility for quality within the firm. Leader and his team will follow what? Ethical requirement. Acceptance and continuance of client relationship. Third, human resource. What they will do? Perform on engagement. We will monitor entire system is perfect or not. You don't need to remember these 6 points. Okay. We need to remember inside one question can come. Whole cannot come. But take a small break, 3 seconds. Done? Chalo, start. Leadership responsibility for quality within the firm. Leader and his team, ethical requirement. Acceptance and continuance of client relationship. What will human resource do? Perform on engagement. Monitoring. So simple. Come here now. Leadership responsibility. Who is the leader here? Who is the signing partner? In every assignment, there is one partner who will sign on behalf of the firm. So engagement partner is responsible for each audit engagement to which he is assigned. Example, Reliance, who is signing? Mr. Mahesh, he is responsible. TCS, who is signing? Mr. Arun, he is responsible. Engagement partner is responsible for each engagement to which he is assigned. Actions of the partner and team. Both partner and team shall emphasize. Okay, come here. Quality is essential in performing audit engagement. They should know that quality is important. We want to do excellent audit. Okay, so quality is essential in performing audit engagement. Come to the second point here. Importance to audit quality of. Four things should be perfect. Importance to audit quality of. Perform the work as per professional standards and legal and regulatory requirement. First work, okay. Importance to quality of. Do the work as per standard on auditing and legal and regulatory requirement, Schedule 3, Companies Act, SEBI, okay. Second, comply with firm's quality control policies and procedure. External, we are following. Every firm has documentation policy, materiality policy, how to work in an engagement policy. We'll follow that also. Third, comply with firms. Second, comply with firms quality control policy and procedure. Issue the audit report that is appropriate in circumstance. I am not afraid of anyone. Okay, if it's an adverse report, I will issue that. I should never have a fear. What if they will remove me? Okay, I will get another audit. Issue the report that is appropriate. Qualified, then qualified. Okay, adverse, then adverse. Clean, then clean. And last, okay, ability to raise concern without fear of reprisal. They might remove me. Reprisal means they will remove me. No problem. I will still raise my doubts. I want to do superb audit, quality audit. Though next year you don't give me audit. Okay, but I will still follow fundamental principle. But in rule based, what will happen? We may compromise the fundamental principle because we will do what is right for the business. Okay, hope you understood. Chalo, very simple. 1, 2, 3. So, leadership responsibility. Engagement partner is responsible for each audit assignment to which he is assigned. Speak second point first. Quality is essential in performing engagement. Now come to second. Importance to audit quality of 4 points. Perform work as per professional standards and legal and regulatory requirement. 2. Comply with firms quality control policies and procedure. 3. Issue the report that is appropriate as per the circumstances, right? Don't be afraid. 4. Ability to raise concern without fear of removal. You remove me, no problem. I will still raise my doubt. Are you clear? Learn nicely. Small break, 10 seconds. Chalo, I think it is done. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, very easy. Engagement partner is responsible for each engagement to which he is assigned. The actions of partner and team shall emphasize. Come to second point first. Quality is essential in doing the audit. Okay. Importance to audit quality of 4 point. Perform work as per professional standard and legal and regulatory requirement. Now form. Comply with firm's quality control policies and procedure. Third, issue the audit report that is appropriate in circumstance. Fourth, ability to raise concern without fear of reprisal. Okay, come here now. Ethical requirement. Every every chartered accountant, okay, code of ethics has given fundamental principle of professional ethics, that is spirit of ethics. Okay, fundamental principle of professional ethics to be followed by every CA. Every chartered accountant shall follow what? Fundamental principle of professional ethics, which are ICOP: integrity, confidentiality, objectivity, professional competence and due care, professional behavior. Slowly and nicely. Integrity means what? Honesty. Okay, I will always be honest. I will never certify anything which is wrong, or I will not associate with anything where I believe the facts are wrong. Means never ever I will sign on any document, any certificate, any report which is wrong. I will always be honest. That's the first principle. Money will come in due course of time, but never let your integrity compromise. I will be honest. I will never be associated with anything which is false, or never sign anything which is false. Come to see confidentiality. I will never pass data to third party. Okay, I will never call my friend, hello, Reliance profit is increasing, buy the share. He will buy the share. Next day, he and me both will go to jail. Confidentiality. Okay, I will never ever disclose information to third party. I will be confidential. Audit is a trust job. Audit is a assurance job. Okay. This objectivity, unbiased audit I will do. I will be objective, I will be unbiased, I will no way be associated with the client. I will not take money from client, I will not give loan to client, I will not have business dealing from client. I will be completely unbiased and I will follow legal, professional and legal standards. Are you clear? I will follow professional and legal standards on auditing. Are you clear? Okay. Professional competence and due care. Okay, I will be professionally competent, so client gets best level of service by following, again same thing. Okay, professional standards and legal and regulatory requirement, if I follow, my client will get the best level of service. See here, I will be unbiased and follow. This is from client perspective. If I follow professional standard and legal and regulatory requirement, tell me who will benefit? My client will benefit immensely. So I will follow professional competence, due care, so I can give best level of service to the client by following professional standards and legal and regulatory requirement. I will have professional behavior. Example, you have gone to US in Miami Beach for audit. Okay, there you are roaming with girls. Suddenly you are having wine at night. Okay, allowed, but morning reach to office. Okay, in the morning you are in police station. Why? Too much wine, he has a drunk. By professional behavior, you will not do anything in life which will discredit the profession. ICAI, if you do such thing, whole India will be defamed. They will feel Indian CAs are like this only. Don't do anything which will discredit our profession. So tell me, what are fundamental? Code of ethics has given fundamental principle of professional ethics, which are ICOP, ICOP, ICOP. What's the technique? ICOP. Integrity, confidentiality, objectivity. One more time. Integrity, confidentiality, objectivity. One last time. Integrity, confidentiality, objectivity. Professional competence and due care. Professional behavior. One more time. Integrity, confidentiality, objectivity. Double P. Professional competence and due care. Professional behavior. Learn nicely. Small break. 10 seconds. Done? Tell me, code of ethics has given fundamental principle of professional ethics to be followed by every chartered accountant. ICOP: integrity, confidentiality, objectivity, professional competence and due care, professional behavior. Second, biggest principle is independent. I will be totally unrelated with the client. I will not hold any shares of the client. I will have no raw material or business transaction with client. My wife, my children will nowhere be associated with the client. I will not take any favors from the client. But because if you take favor, you will never ever be unbiased. In short, two independence are there: independence of mind, independence of appearance. Independence of mind, independence of appearance. First, let me tell independence of mind. State of mind which allows us to form an opinion without being affected by other. Your mind should be such that you can make independent opinion. Okay, though you are given audit by someone, he should not be able to tell you, sir, do audit like this. I will do the way I want. You are paying me money for doing audit. You are not doing obligation on me. Are you clear? I've done the hardest course of India. So let me be independent. If I feel it is wrong, I will show wrong. Next year you don't want to give audit? Okay. This year I will show you know what you have done. What wrong things are there? I will point out. I will not get sold for money. Independence of mind. What is independence of appearance? From appearance also, third party should not conclude. Auditor's integrity, objectivity, professional skepticism is compromised. Sometimes you are going in the morning, client is telling good morning, you are telling good morning, they are telling lunch. Oh, let us go, lunch very important. What is this? Clearly someone can make out this auditor is good for no use. Okay, from appearance you are not at all. You are different person. You are third party. You are coming there 20 days. Why are you behaving so weird? Okay, so independence of mind, independence of appearance. Independence of mind, independence of appearance. I hope you are clear. Let me take last example. You will understand the best way. Many times in class you are showing off as if you are able to understand. Sorry, understood? Yes. Fully, yes, fully. Yes. From appearance you are showing you have understood, but inside what you are saying, worst teaching, nothing ever understood. What bakwas teaching is this? From mind you are not independent. Okay, so tell me, you want to be independent from mind or appearance? Both ways. Okay, some couples are just walking. If you see two people are walking, okay, but from appearance it seems that all is good, but they have had a fight. Okay, from mind maybe they are not together. So independence should be from mind or appearance, both. Appearance is easy to see. You can make out he's no way related. He doesn't have any relative in company. He doesn't hold share. But mind is little difficult because only you know what is going on in your mind. Fully understood, sir. Continue. Now, tell me, whenever there are threats to independence, okay, so Code of Ethics has given 5 threats to independence. How many threats? 5 threats to independence. Number one, self-interest threat. See, self-interest is what? When your interest is there in the client, it's the biggest threat. Can occur in 3-4 ways. Number one, okay, you have some business dealing with the client. Example, your dad is purchasing or supplying raw material to the client, okay. Now, your interest will be affected. By mistake, if you tell them, sir, we want to give qualified report, what they will tell? Shall we stop purchasing from your dad? Your dad referred, that is why we gave you audit. We never knew that you will become so intelligent and ditch us only one fine day. But sir, what is right? Shut up! Your interest is hampered. Third, what they will tell you, okay, potential employment with the client. Sir, what is your, how much you earn? You like 15 lakh. You should earn minimum 32 lakhs, but you will earn only if the company survives. So we will give you package of 32 lakhs next year, but give us unqualified report. Potential improvement, self-interest threat. When you have interest in the client, or your share fees, your fees of audit are dependent on share price. They are like, if you give nice report, share price comes this much, your audit fees this much. Okay. So whenever you have occur, when partner will benefit from interest, you have interest in the client, then of course you will not do a unbiased audit, you will do biased. So number one threat is what? Self-interest threat. When does it occur? When we have business dealings with the client, when we have taken loan from the client, when we have given loan to the client. I hope you understood. Okay. Second, self-review threat. Last year you told everything is perfect and now you are pointing out same mistake. You feel mistake is too big. How will you point out your own mistake which last year was there? Last year you said it was perfect. Now how can you say you are only imperfect? Okay. Self-review. It occurs during any review or judgment which last year you told is perfect but now not perfect. Or earlier you were what? A partner, okay, partner of a company. Earlier you were partner in Reliance, now you came to audit firm, so you are doing audit. How can you say you only made mistakes? How can you? In this people we feel all are wrong, okay, so except us, we never find ourselves wrong. So self review. How can you review your mistake? Only last year you did audit, okay, how can you find out? Or you are maybe partner in Reliance, now you are auditor, you shifted and you started an audit firm, you are given the audit. How can you say that you only did mistake in Reliance? See here, review of any judgment or conclusion reached in previous audit which was wrong, but how will you say that I was wrong? Okay. Or then you have to change last year also. Or you were a partner but now you are an auditor, how can you find out your own mistake, your own fraud which you did? Okay. Third, advocacy threat. You are client's advocate, you are promoting client's opinion to an extent that client's integrity, objectivity, professional skepticism is compromised. Many times you become advocate of the client. Okay. So for example, the client are going to meet the lawyer. Okay. Lawyer is saying we will lose the case, please book a provision. More than 50% chance of losing, book provision. You are saying no, Mahesh Kumar can never lose a case. This my client will never use. How you know? Are you lawyer? He is a lawyer. How dare you challenge him? He is the lawyer in bar council. But you are telling lawyer, no, they will win. Clearly, it seems you are sold. You are not following fundamental principle. Okay, you are becoming advocate of client. We are promoting client's opinion to an extent. Client's integrity, objectivity, professional skepticism is compromised. Intimidation threat. You are intimidating. What is intimidate? Threat of replacement of auditor over disagreement with accounting principle or reduce the work. What do you mean by this? See, they are saying if you give any wrong report, we'll replace you. So due to which you give correct report, you have only 3 clients. Okay. If by mistake this client goes, your 4 lakh rupee loss will be there. So you are like, oh, no, correct report we will give. India, we will think later. First, let me think about myself. Okay. That is threat of replacement. It's a big threat to your independence. Okay. Or they will tell you what? If you try to be little over smart, we will appoint joint auditor. So your fees will become half. Okay. Your fees, no. Whatever you tell, I will do. Very good. Familiarity threat. You are too much familiar to the client. Since 14 years you are doing audit. Now if you ask for anything, what they will tell? Sir, more than us, so you know. What you are checking? Creditor. Okay. You are checking since 14 years. Okay. You take lot of gift from the client. Okay. You have a close relative is working with the client. Your close relative. Example, your girlfriend is there. Your girlfriend has only given you audit. And now you are telling your dad has done these four things wrong. Janu, understand, he's my dad. Try to adjust. You're like, but the audit I am doing, try to understand fundamental principle. In that, I also did CA inter audit. Then I failed. Okay. Till CA inter, I also cleared in final. Mrugesh sir not there, so I failed. In that familiarity point was there. No, it is a threat to independence. Janu, understand. If you try to ditch my dad, I will ditch you double. Okay. Get out. Okay. So you are too sympathetic to client's interest because since years you are doing audit, every gift client is sending you. So you cannot do wrong in some situation. It's what threat to independence. Tell me how many threats are there? For Karina, who is the threat? Saifu. For Karina, who is the threat? Saif. For Karina, who is the threat? Saif. Okay. So Saif. Saif is the technique. Forget it, Karina Barina all. Safe, remember. Self-interest threat, self-review threat, self-interest threat, self-review threat. A. Advocacy threat, intimidation threat, familiarity threat. One more time. Self-interest threat, self-review threat, self-interest threat, self-review threat. A. Advocacy threat, intimidation threat, familiarity threat. One last time. Self-interest threat, self-review threat, self-interest threat, self-review threat. A. Advocacy threat, intimidation threat, familiarity threat. One last time. Self-interest threat, self-review threat, self-interest threat, self-review threat. A. Advocacy threat, intimidation threat, familiarity threat. Learn nicely. Small break. Chalo, shall we speak last time? What are threats to independence? Self. Self-interest threat, self-review threat, advocacy threat, intimidation threat, familiarity threat. Come here. Tell me, whenever such threat exists, what you will do? What you will do? Put in place safeguards to eliminate them. Whenever such threat exists, I will put in place safeguards to eliminate them. Okay, any safeguard I can put. Okay, and if I cannot put controls, if I cannot put safeguard, I should not accept such an engagement. I should not ever accept. See, so whenever threat exists, first don't accept or try to put in place safeguards. Okay, clearly tell your girlfriend our relation is separate and with your dad relation is separate. Okay, you have given me audit just because I am your boyfriend, then don't give me such audit. I don't want. Okay, if you are independent, only then give. Try to put in, but if she's still not independent, she's like dad, then okay, don't accept such a audit. You will get work from somewhere. Be rest assured, you are doing the hardest course of India. Sorry, you have done the hardest course. Continue. Next point come acceptance and continuance of client relationship and specific engagement. Very simple. Accept the client or continue the client. Third point. Whether accept the client. First time accept is there, from next year continue is there. Acceptance and continuance of client relationship and specific engagement. Whenever you want to accept any client, 4 points are there. Okay. After checking 4 points, decide whether to accept the client or reject the client. Okay. See here. SQC1, Standard on Quality Control 1, requires that firms should check the following before accepting any client. Information such as the following helps the engagement partner in deciding whether to accept client or not. Number 2, integrity of owner management TCWG. You look at the owners, look at the management, look at those charged with governance. Owner, you know, who are those charged with governance? Who give direction to the company, okay? They give vision, mission, okay? Oversee the financial reporting, okay? The independent directors, okay? Who manage all the company, who give guidance to the company, okay? So number, we have to see integrity. Are these owners, management and TCWG good or not good? Let's take the example, okay? If they are from terrorist organization, if they have been in jail multiple number of times, don't accept such a audit. Others will accept, okay? You don't do such a work, okay? So number one, check integrity of owner, management, TCWG. Second point, see whether the firm is capable to do audit, has necessary capability including time and resource. Second, let me take my example. Can I do audit of Reliance? No. I should have 200 people with me because Reliance has 100 subsidiary. Whether the firm is capable to do audit, I am not capable because I don't have as necessary capability including time and resource. Do you have time? Do you have this many people? Okay. Third, whether the firm and team can comply with ethical requirements. What are ethical requirements? ICOP. Can you follow integrity, confidentiality, objectivity, professional competence, and professional behavior? Are you totally different from Reliance? Okay. If you have the team, can you comply with ethical requirements? Last, significant matters that have arisen during current or past audit and their implication on continuing engagement. Last year, what issues were there? Last year, two auditors had left. Last year, they had not filed the balance sheet with ROC. Last year, don't do such audit. Why? Why you want to go? Okay, somewhere where you know you are going to die. Significant matters that have arisen during current or past audit. Two auditors have left. Why are you accepting? And their implication on continuing engagement. Simple. Tell me. Information such as the following help us in deciding whether to accept and continue client or not. As per SQC1, 4 point you have to learn. Simple. Integrity of owner, management, TCWG. See, owner, management, TCWG are good. Integrity of owner, management, TCWG. Second, whether the firm is capable to do audit, has necessary resources including time and resource. Whether the engagement team is capable to do audit, has sufficient resource including time and resource. Third, whether the firm and the team can comply with ethical requirement. Okay, whether you can follow ethical requirement. Last, significant matters that have arisen during current or past audit and their implication on continuing engagement. See, first point, you know integrity. Learn 3 points. Just learn 3 points. Done. One, two, three. Information such as the following helps us in deciding about acceptance and continuance of client. Whether the engagement team, okay, whether the team is number one, the integrity of owner, management, TCWG. Whether the team and whether the partner and his team can has necessary capability including time and resource. Third, whether the firm and the team can comply with ethical requirement. So significant matters that have arisen during current or past audit and their implication on continuing engagement. Clear? Let's speak one more time. Information such as the following helps us in deciding about acceptance and continuance of client. Number one, integrity of owner, management, TCWG. Second, whether the firm and their team can comply, okay, has necessary capability including time and resource. Whether the firm and the team can comply with ethical requirements. And last, significant matters that have arisen during current or last year audit and their implication on continuing engagement. Last time, whenever you want to accept a client or continue, integrity of owner, management, TCWG, whether the firm and the team has necessary capability including time and resource, whether the firm and team can comply with ethical requirement. Significant matter that have arisen during current or past audit and their implication on continuing engagement. These three can come, rest all are very easy. Human resource, okay. Firm should have good policies and procedure. So we will select capable and competent people who will follow ethical requirement. Okay. Our HR policies should be excellent. Okay. We should have wonderful policies and procedure. So you can select capable and competent people who will follow which requirement? Ethical. So tell me, we should have policies and procedure in how many areas? Inside they have not given. Very simple. Recruitment. You will do recruitment. Policies should be there of recruitment, which they have not given. Recruitment we will do of which person who is capable and competent. 3 point done. If you don't learn also, it's okay. Recruitment. Whose recruitment we will do? Capable, competent. Capable, competent. Capable, competent. After you have recruited, what you will do? Promotion. What you will do? Career development, promotion. Okay. So very simple. Recruitment. Whose recruitment? Capable, competent. Capable, competent. Recruited. Now what we will do? Career development, promotion, promotion, promotion. After that, what do we do? Compensation, always paying more than what is required in the market, paying more. Okay, performance evaluate, and whatever are his personal needs. Okay, after 5 years, no one wants money. After 10 years, they do want money, but personal needs also take care. Okay, if he wants promotion, okay, any other thing, okay, as personal needs. Okay. So we should have policies and procedure in how many areas? Just read once. Recruitment. Whose recruitment? Capable, competent. Capable, competent. You recruited. Career development, promotion. Career development, promotion. What is compensation? Always paying more than others. Compensation. Okay, he will do work. And performance evaluation, estimation of personal need. Performance evaluation, estimation of personal need. Performance evaluation, estimation of personal need. Very simple. So tell me, we should have policies and procedure in how many areas? This many. Recruitment. Who's capable, competent, capable? You recruited. Career development, promotion. Career development, promotion. Pay him more. Okay. Compensation. Estimation of personal needs. Performance evaluation. Estimation of personal need. Performance evaluation. Read one small break. 5 seconds. 10 take 10 seconds. Done. Tell me, there should be policies and procedure addressing recruitment. Who's capable, competent, capable, competent, capable, competent, career development, promotion, compensation, estimation of personal needs, performance evaluation. Come here. Now what we will do? Perform on engagement. Tell me, we should perform the work so we can follow professional standard and legal and regulatory requirement. Read once. Firm should establish policies and procedure. So engagements are performed as per same professional standard and legal and regulatory requirement. What are professional standard? SA. What is legal and regulatory requirement? Schedule 3, Companies Act, SEBI, and we issue the report that is appropriate. We are not afraid of anyone. Okay, we'll do work like that through policies and procedure. If how to do work, those policies and procedure are there, what will happen? I will bring consistency in engagement. My all engagements will be done in same manner. First risk assessment will done, then further procedure. Okay, so if I have policies and procedure, I will bring consistency. Consistency is brought through software tool, written manual, electronic manual. See this electronic manual. In EY, we had Gamex software. Okay, so they brought consistency. If everyone has to follow same steps given in software, it will bring consistency. Number one. Why do we want engagement performance? Number one, to bring consistency. Consistency is accomplished through written manual, electronic manual, software tool. Okay, what are the matters in the tool? How engagement teams are briefed before you going to the any audit. How are you briefed? Second, how to comply with standard. Third, engagement supervision, staff training, coaching. Simple. Nothing to learn, just read once. Okay, number one, tell me, firm wants to bring what? Consistency. How it can bring? Written manual, electronic manual, software tools. Matter will be, what matter will be there in this? How they are briefed. Okay, how supervision is done, review is done, how you comply with standards. Last, monitor. Entire system till now, so many points are done. Number one, leadership responsibility. Leader and his team, ethical requirement, acceptance and continuance of client, human resource, engagement performance. Entire system should be monitored. So we follow ethical requirement and issue the report that is appropriate. Monitoring should be done. Sometimes you have set up a system, but you are not monitoring whether it's there or not. So proper monitoring mechanism should be there. Of course, firm will do all this. Auditor will just check. Okay, see here. Firm should establish policies and procedure to ensure system of quality control is relevant and operating effectively. Okay, see, only system is not important, it should operate also. Purpose of monitoring. Why should you do monitoring of quality control policies and procedure? Policies, procedure are there. Why to do monitoring? Adherence to legal standard and regulatory requirements. Same point. professional standard and legal. Whether quality control system is designed and implemented properly. Many times it's designed but not implemented. Okay, you have to check that also. Once reading is not important. You need to watch this lecture again and again. Okay, monitoring to know whether you have retained all or not. Last, whether quality control policies and procedure are properly applied and reports are issued as per the circumstance. So tell me, why do we need monitoring? To see work is done as per professional standard and legal and regulatory requirement. Second, quality control system is designed and implemented properly. Only designing is not important, implemented properly. Third, reports are issued as per the circumstance. Okay, we should not be afraid of anyone. Hope it is clear. Same point. With this, entire essay 220 is over. What is essay 220? Forms a system of quality control. Quality control for independent financial statement. Independent audit. Okay. 6 points. Leadership responsibility. Leader and team. Ethical requirement. Acceptance and continuance of client. Okay. Human resource. What they will do? Engagement, performance and monitoring. Now listen very nicely. SQC1 and SA 220 are absolutely similar. One more time. SQC, that's Standard on Quality Control 1. SA 220, Quality Control for Audit of Financial Statements are similar. Now come here. What's the main difference? Same points are there. You read once. Little change will be there. Same chart is given. SQC1, read once. Majority things are same. Okay. Just go through it once. Okay. See here. What's the difference? SA 220 applies only to audit engagement. I hope you know in chapter 1 I told you, we don't have audit, we have also assurance, okay. We also have review. When you do it every 3 months, that is review. When you do on future financial statements, that's assurance. We also have related service. So SQC1 applies to all. It applies to audit, assurance, related service. But SA 220 applies only to audit, okay. SQC1, entire CA firm. Okay, standard on quality control. Whenever CA firm does any work, whether it does the work of assurance, whether it does the work of review, whether it does the work of audit, whether it does the work of related service, they have to follow standard on quality control 1. But whenever they go to do audit, particular audit engagement, whenever they go to do audit, they have to follow SA 220 plus SQC1. SQC1 they have to follow for everything. But for audit, what is there? SA 220. Okay, particular, every engagement should be picture perfect. Engagement means every work. Every work of audit we have to follow 6 things. That's SA 220. But every engagement, everything done by CA firm, SQC1, SQC1. Clear? So whenever I do audit, SA 220. Chapter 1 I told except audit is assurance, review, related service, everything, entire firm and everything. SQC1. But only for audit. Each audit should be perfect when we follow policies and procedure given in SA 220. So it's only for audit, particular audit only. But this is for everything of it. Now, moving on towards the last part of chapter, that is also super easy. SA 210, agreeing the terms of engagement. How to remember 210? Engagement. 10 meant 10. SA 210, initial audit engagement. That was there. SA 510 if you remember. Same year. SA 210, agreeing the terms of engagement. SA 210, agreeing the terms of engagement. SA 210, agreeing the terms of engagement. See, both should agree. It's like a marriage only, okay? It's a marriage of auditor and client. Okay, there should be clear what auditor will do, what client will do. Whenever boy and girl gets married, responsibilities are clear. Girl will tell, I want to do a job. If you allow only, then I will get married. Otherwise, I will not. I have also done CA. God knows what you have done, okay? But if you don't allow me to do a job, I want independence, okay? Later, if girl doesn't want to work, okay. Same SA 210, okay? Before accepting any audit, clear every single thing. Later, there should not be any problem. So, number 1 in SA 210 is preconditions for audit. What are precondition? If this condition is there, only then I will accept audit, otherwise I will not. One more time. SA 210, agreeing the terms of engagement. Preconditions are there. Auditor will say, if these conditions are there, only then I will work. What's the first condition? Okay, used by management of applicable FRF for preparation and presentation of financial statement. We will tell management you have to follow schedule 3. Okay, are you preparing financial statement as per schedule 3? We are like, you only prepare, then we will not do audit. Our work is to do audit and not prepare. In small firm, auditor only prepares, he only checks. But wrong. In Big Four, it doesn't happen. This is book is fully written as per real audit, Big Four audit. Okay, so number one. Okay, used by management of applicable FRF for preparation of financial statement and agreement by management and those charged with governance. Premise on which audit is done. Premise means we will do as per legal standards, regulatory requirements, what are there in India. Clear? So tell me, what are preconditions for audit? Number one, okay, acceptance by management. Auditor will tell management, do you accept? Acceptance by management of applicable FRF in India. Schedule 3 you will follow for preparation of financial statement and agreement by management and their dad, those charged with governance. Premise on which audit is done, assumption on which audit is done. We will do audit like this. Number one, in order to see precondition, auditor will check what? 2 points. Number one, in order to see precondition, auditor will see. Number one, determine whether FRF is acceptable. You are preparing financial statement, but as per schedule 3, we want. Okay. Example, at your home, mom will tell, I will cook non-veg. You're like, we are eating veg. You have to cook veg only, then I will eat. Understood? Same here. Okay. Auditor will see whether FRF is acceptable. Will you prepare as per schedule 3? Second, obtain agreement from management that it acknowledges, make in writing, management acknowledges its responsibility for. Number one, preparation of financial statement. Two, internal control, you are responsible. Third, okay, provide auditor with all information, additional information, unrestricted access to all person within the entity. You should give us all information, additional also, and unrestricted access we want of everyone. Every single person give us unrestricted access. Clear? Hope you are clear. Okay, come here. In order to see preconditions are present, what we will check? Okay, precondition, this should be there, only then accept audit. If this is not there, don't accept. Number one, determine whether FRF is acceptable. Obtain agreement from management. It acknowledges its responsibility for preparation of financial statement. Internal control. Provide auditor with all information, additional information, unrestricted access to people for obtaining the audit evidence. Learn nicely. What are two preconditions? FRF acceptable. Obtain agreement from management. It understands its responsibility for preparation of financial statement. Internal control. 3. Okay. 3. Obtain agreement for preparation of financial statement. Internal control. 3. Provide auditor with all information. Additional information. Unrestricted access to people within the entity. I can ask CFO, CEO, anyone. If you tell me you cannot ask him, then I will not do such an audit. Read nicely. 10-second break. Then tell me, auditor before accepting the audit should see preconditions are present. What are preconditions? Number one, determine whether FRF is acceptable. Second, obtain agreement from management. It acknowledges, understands its responsibility. Repetition. Okay. Number one, for preparation of financial statement. 2, for internal control. 3, to provide auditor with all information, additional information, unrestricted access to any person within the entity. Come here now. In the last, engagement letter is prepared. What's written in engagement letter? What are your responsibility? Management. What are my responsibility? When we will give report? What will be the form of report? Every single thing. Okay, fees of the client will be written. Okay, so later there is no problem. Number one, MCQ. Who will prepare engagement letter? You will feel it is client. No, auditor will prepare, send it to the client. Who will sign? Both will sign. Okay, so auditor shall agree with terms of engagement with management or TCWG. Once you agree, you will prepare engagement letter and then give it to the client. What is there in engagement letter? Objective and scope of audit of financial statement. Why am I doing audit? And as per what scope? Objective and scope of audit of financial statement. 2, responsibilities of auditor, responsibilities of management. These are your responsibility. These are our responsibility. Clear? Third, identification of FRF for preparation of financial statement. What is the reporting framework in India Schedule 3? Identification of FRF for preparation of financial statement. Form and content of audit report. What's form? Format is what? Content is what? And circumstance in which form and content will change. When it will change? When it's adverse report, qualified report. Simple. 5 points in 1 second over. Okay. Number one. What is there in engagement letter? 5. Objective and scope of audit of financial statement. Clear. Responsibility of auditor. Responsibility of management. Learn 3 points. Small break. 3 seconds. Then identification of FRF for preparation of financial statement. Okay. And form and content of audit report and circumstance in which form and content will change. Learn nicely. Then tell me, what is an engagement letter? Number one, objective and scope of audit of financial statement, responsibility of auditor, responsibility of management, identification of reporting framework for preparation of financial statement, form and content of audit report, and circumstance in which form and content will change when you give qualified report, disclaimer report, adverse report. Come here. Limitation on the scope prior to accepting audit. Before signing the engagement letter, they are saying, don't check debtors. Debtor is 90% debtor, Suzlon, don't check. Don't do such audit. From the beginning only, if someone is telling you, don't check, means if you cannot check, you will give disclaimer report. You are engaged to do audit. Why to do such a audit where you know you are going to give disclaimer report? Okay, see here. If management or TCWG puts scope, limitation on scope, such that auditor feels he will issue disclaimer report, auditor will not do such a engagement unless required by law. Very simple. If prior to signing report they say, sir, check everything but don't check debtor, okay, in that 90% debtor, or don't go to this factory, don't check this area. Prior to accepting audit, if you feel, if there is any limitation on you, due to which you will give disclaimer report, don't ever. Okay, if from starting only girl is telling, I will not live with parents, why to accept such a girl? Okay, afterwards maybe it is okay, God knows some reason will be there, but from starting don't do such a marriage. Why? Because mom dad is more important at this stage of life, because they are there for 20 years. So I will never do such limited engagement. Okay, I will leave the audit if from beginning I feel it's a disclaimer report. Okay, understood. Oh, acceptance of change in engagement. Now, before come, you have started the work, but they are telling you to change the engagement. Listen to me very nicely, very nicely. Okay, acceptance of change in engagement. I will come here. Okay, start acceptance of change in engagement. What they are telling you, listen nicely, sir. From stat audit, why don't you do accounting work? Why don't you do accounting work? Now you have to divide this into two parts. Is there reasonable justification or there is no reasonable justification? Come to first part. If there is reasonable justification, really you are not able to understand the work. It's justified. Okay. They thought you will know everything, but you are confused in audit. It's a mining business. You have never done mining audit. So they don't want to remove you. They are telling that do accounting work. If there is reasonable justification, I will prepare new engagement letter. Work as per the new letter. Do the accounting work. Take the fees. Never ever give reference to original engagement or anything about original engagement, any work I have done. Okay, very simple. But come here. If there is no reasonable justification, just I am taking out lot of mistakes. I am exposing the management. I am finding out lot of misstatement. So they are saying that if he finds more, we are gone. They are saying, sir, do accounting work. Number one. If there is no reasonable justification, will request management, please, I want to continue. I will not change to accounting. If they don't agree, I will talk to TCWG, those charged with governance. If they also don't agree, okay, I will leave the audit, resign from the audit if required by law. If required by law, if allowed by law, sorry, if permissible by law. So when law will permit, okay. In the starting stage, I can resign. In the end, when just report has to be given, I cannot resign. Okay. So I will leave the audit and inform to whom? TCWG, regulators, management that I am leaving the audit. If there is no reasonable justification. Slowly we will read. Again, I will explain. Auditor before completion of engagement is required to change the engagement from statutory audit to internal audit or to accounting. If auditor concludes there is reasonable justification, he will prepare new engagement letter. issue report under new terms. Don't give any reference to original engagement or work done under original engagement. Clear? But come here. If there is no reasonable justification, we should not accept the change. Just because I am removing mistake, you are doing like this. Okay. If not permitted to continue, he will withdraw from the engagement. If still you tell to TCWG, they also don't agree, withdraw. No problem. Where possible under law or regulation, and inform to regulators, management, TCWG. Hope it is clear. Recurring audit. Every year I am doing the audit. Shall I send engagement letter every year? Okay. You are since years you are in marriage. Okay. Does your mom and dad tell I love you every year still to each other? But in following situation we have to tell. Okay. Every year no need to send engagement letter if it's the same client. But in these cases we need to send. Recurring audit. Auditor may decide not to send engagement letter every year. But in these cases he will send. Okay. Number one, shall we send? Recurring means same client we are auditing year on year. It's been 10 years. Now you will ask me, what about rotation? That is applicable to only some people. Forget it. Come here, come here. Auditor may decide not to send engagement letter every year. But in following cases, we have to send. Number one, though it's the same client. Any indication entity has misunderstood objective and scope of audit. As soon as you ask any data, what they will say? Sir, you to know this now. You are auditing since 10 years. Then tell them every year I have to give reasonable assurance. It is not that last year I gave, this year I don't need. You have to give me data. Any indication entity has misunderstood objective and scope, send them engagement letter. Second, any revised or special terms of audit engagement. Okay, your fees have increased, then you have to send engagement letter. Change in senior management, change in ownership, change in nature or size of company's business. Senior management has changed. Now you need to tell them who are the auditor. You have to cooperate. Okay. Ownership has changed. Tell them audit fees again. Change in senior management, change in ownership, change in nature or size of company's business. You acquired 4 new companies. Of course, the audit fees will be more. You need to tell them. Okay. Change in legal requirements. Okay. Law. Example. You also have to report on internal financial control now. Tomorrow they will tell also report on admin control. Then fees will be more. Change in legal requirement. Change in what? Financial reporting framework change. Earlier schedule 6. Then revised schedule 6. Now schedule 3. Okay. Changes in other reporting requirement. From AS, Ind AS came, reporting requirement, CARO came. Okay, understood. So tell me, do I need to send engagement letter every year? No, 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 no. But in following cases, yes, 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 yes. Two points learn. Any indication entity has misunderstood objective or scope of audit. Any revised or special terms of audit engagement, learn nicely. 2 points. Done. Any indication entity has misunderstood objective and scope of audit. Any revised or special terms of audit engagement. Now 3 points together. Change in senior management, change in ownership, change in nature or size of company's business. Change in senior management, change in ownership, change in nature or size of company's business. Done? Okay. Last 3. Changes in legal or regulatory requirement, changes in financial reporting framework, changes in other reporting requirements. So simple. Changes in legal or regulatory requirement, changes in financial reporting framework, changes in other reporting requirements. So simple. Break 5 seconds. Done? Okay, 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 okay. Recurring audit. Every year, no need to send engagement letter, but in following cases, we need to send engagement letter. Any indication entity has misunderstood objective and scope of audit. Any revised or special terms of audit engagement. Change in senior management, changes in senior management, changes in ownership, change in nature or size of company's business. Learn till here. Okay. Last 3. Changes in legal or regulatory requirement, changes in financial reporting framework, changes in other reporting requirement. Learn nicely. Done? Chalo. Last time we shall speak. Okay. 2 times we will speak. Do I need to send engagement letter every year? No, 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 no. But in following cases, I will send. Okay, 5 points if you remember, enough. Any indication entity has misunderstood objective and scope. Any revised or special terms of audit engagement. Change in senior management, change in ownership, change in nature or size of company's business. Law point. Changes in legal requirement. Changes in financial reporting framework. Changes in other reporting requirement. Learn nicely. Okay, over. Last time, do I need to send engagement letter every year? No. In this case is yes. Any indication entity has misunderstood objective and scope. Any revised or special terms of audit engagement. Change in senior management, change in ownership, change in nature or size of company's business. Okay. Changes in legal requirement, changes in FRF, changes in other reporting requirement. Hope you are clear. With this, we end this chapter also. Okay, a very, very simple, very, very cute, very, very awesome chapter. Okay, if you liked it, do give a like button. It will motivate us to make even better videos. Do share with your friends. If you are new to this channel, do subscribe. We are going to give you unlimited content, unlimited, valuable, pure gold, rich content. So stay tuned. Good night. Bye bye. See you until next video. Thank you.